So for this topic episode, we are going to be talking about our topic number three.
Oh,
Hit 3. Yeah, we're not doing 2. We'll leave that for the next week. Right. Our reimbursement leaves Railjack much weaker than they previously were. So, right, we're going to go into this. Cool. Right. The Plexus mods have more capacity, meaning they will need oh god, my brain's just right. The Plexus mods have more capacity, meaning we will need to format the Plexus a bunch and to add insult, all the mods you previously maxed come to at 6/ oh my god, this is so hard to read. 6 out of 10 or 4 out of 10 fused ranks. I got 40k in Endo reimbursed and had to spend over 210k Endo and 6 million credits just to get my mods to the same state they were. Except I can't. Oh my god.
I got
Except I
40k Embo reimbursed and had to spend over 210k Endo and 6 million credits just to get my mods to the same state they were. Except I still can't fit those mods on because I need to burn more Forma. Yeah?
Yeah.
I felt you very tired. Very tired, Xeno.
No, like I was just struggling to read with so many ands in one sentence and no commas and oh my god. Right.
Now,
how do we feel about this?
My initial response, and I'm gonna say my initial response, and then I'm gonna try and flip my mind over to this player. So my initial knee jerk is, I'm sorry, but yeah, you can have to spend some Forma. This is now in line with the rest of Warframe's functions. It'll now be expandable. It's now a much better system. Get over it, right? That's my initial knee jerk. Now, that might be mean, right? So let's feel it from their point of view. So they've been playing their Railjack for a while. They maxed out everything. They have it running well. They felt they were at the peak and they would make it work right. Now, they have to spend Forma they can rank them higher now, so they can get more power out of the system than they did before, but they have to expend Forma, Endo, and credits to do it. That'll take time and resources.
Yeah.
I find it really hard to get on this side's point of view, because I know we are very guilty of being very one-sided people and being very divisive and say, people are just wrong, people are just wrong. Shut up, people. We're right. So I want to try and get that point of view, but I can appreciate it's going to cost you resources, right? But the system is now expanded. There is more to do. There is more things you can get from it. DE can now expand it easier. It's easier to understand for new players. There's so many pluses. I can't understand the cons apart from they have to spend resources. And now they have to go play the game to, reform it and things. It's like, okay, yeah, you're going to have to do that. Yeah, you're going to have to spend some resources. I mean, maybe if you're a mid to early player, yeah, let's do it this way. So you're a mid to early player and you've got other things you desperately needing to spend your Endo and credits on, it's going to be hard to make that decision and you're going to have to use your resources. There we go. There's a fair thing. If they are one of those players, let's say they were a mid-tier player, a mid-game player. I don't know how to say things, but they haven't got abundance resources of everything and now they're going to have to make a choice. They're the form of their weapon they've just got. Maybe they've just bought Prime Access or something, or they've just gotten the new weapon from Prime Access because they've farmed it, and now all of a sudden they have to make a choice. Well, I've only got 5 Forma left. Do I have to Forma this, or do I want to Forma my gun? That's fair enough. But Warframe's going to go on forever at this rate, and so, yeah, you're going to have to spend some time in it. I don't see how they've lost out, apart from they're going to have to spend some more time, they're going to have to spend some more resources. Yep. But that's the negatives. That's the only 2 negatives I can see. But there's so many more positives that we are achieving, and now you have to play the game more, and you've got more things to get. Yeah, what's your feels? What's your thinks? We don't feel, we think. We have no emotion.
Yeah. My computer core is telling me, cry me a river. No, it's harsh. Don't get me wrong.
That's why I want to try and think of this from their point of view, because we do sometimes just knee jerk and go like, no, you're wrong. You're wrong. We're right.
No, I mean, so there is some validity to this. So
yes,
one is I was the top dog. Now I'm no longer the top dog.
Yeah, but okay, yeah. There's that.
Right. Then there's I need to get former. In order to get former, I have to do the not railjack content.
That is fair, and that's a good point. Yes, fair. But at least we know that is going to be addressed within a decent time span sooner rather than later. Yeah.
Well, if you're a console player, that's not going to be a problem.
Yeah, literally, this won't be an issue for console players.
Come out. Yeah. So it's just for PC. I
mean, if you're short on credits and short on endo, I can understand that'd be an issue. But you've now got more reasons to play the game.
Technically, I'm short on credits because I just spent 40 million on more Prime pedestals. The audible slap. Right. Don't break your headset. You already broke your PC. The sense that the avionics turning into mods, going from max ranked to 6 out of 10 or 4 out of 10, again, I don't really care, because this is stuff for you to do. Oh, I only got 40k endo, but I had to spend 210k endo. Again, is endo realistically a thing that you're low on? I mean,
yeah.
I get that there are a lot of players out there that don't necessarily want to. I feel that there are a lot of players that play Warframe that don't play it for the game itself. They only play it for the growth, right? So as soon as they've grown to a certain point, they stop playing. We know someone that as soon as they got to max level in World of Warcraft, they just unsubscribe. And but you've gotten to the point where you can do stuff with other people. Yeah, I don't care about that. Unsubscribe.
Just to think, though, they say, here's a crux at another point of it. I had to spend 210k endo and 6 million credits just to get mods to the same state they were. Now, did they have rebalanced, in my understanding, a hell of a lot of railjack?
Yeah.
They're saying the state they were in was because I had them maxed.
Yeah.
This is where I might be proven completely wrong, and this is where I'm going. If you max out all of your mods in the new system, is that potentially stronger than it was in the old system?
I can't answer this personally. Theory is yes. Yeah. The problem is that this stuff is going to be probably removed from the wiki, so
I think what we'll do is we'll push this one to, because I know we'll have some amazing and knowledgeable people.
No, hold on. So I'm just having a look. So yeah, so some of them went up to rank 7.
Right.
I think integrated. So let's pick a random. Oh god, I don't know what mods. This is difficult because we don't actually have any mod names or avionic names. Should we a turret one? Increases forward artillery. No, artillery is the big cannon, isn't it?
Yeah.
So if I do a search for turret, hyperstrike increases turret damage. Right. Like that only goes up to 5 ranks. So, oh wait, no, that's the Plexus mod now. Damn it!
Oh, you're on the Warframe wiki.
Yeah,
you're on the mod that's for turret damage, yeah.
Yeah, no.
If you scroll down to notes, does it say came from the avionic blurg?
So I'm just trying to find what was the damn thing called. Hyperstrike. So this is interesting because it was a rare hyperstrike was a rare avionic that
Yep.
increased turret damage by 121%.
Yeah.
However, the 5-rank mod only increases it to 75%.
Is that a max at 10 or rank 5?
No, at 5, right? So I think I need to find one which is 10.
Which is a 10 rank mod. But I think, fair enough, instead of searching for this, we'll leave this one for other people who are probably more knowledgeable than us. Because the other fact is, even if you have found one that is less, we need to consider, has the base stats changed so that it is more, or did that move over, you know?
Right.
Maybe
so
this...
I think there is something to this.
Okay.
Right? Because I've just found the Predator avionic. Right? Which, God, increased all turret critical chance to 80%. And if you look at the wiki has like 7 ranks in it. No, wait, this is still just the avionic. Oh, maybe that didn't get them all. Oh, I don't know. I can't. No, we need to default to.
I think we'll leave
audience.
this one for the audience because we have some very lovely, knowledgeable people in our audience. Someone out there, if you can, tell us in the comments, because we might be completely wrong. Is it that there was more the power was the max, that if you max out the new system, it is actually only of equal power to the old system, and so you now require more efforts to get to the max point, and that the position we put ourselves, that we've been put at, is actually less than the maximum, and you're just regaining strength you would have had before? Or is it that the new system enables you to get more strength, and that's why these mods are put at these values?
I think that it's just been massively reworked.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think it's too hard to tell.
It is, from just this.
So I think it's a mix of everything. So some mods have just been brought down at their max. Some mods have been given more in their max. If they've been given more, I can totally imagine it's what you've been saying. Like, you know, they've put you to where you were. You just have to get that extra milestone.
Yeah.
To which, I'm sorry, yes, you have to work for. You didn't put in the effort to get that 10 rank thing. You should put the effort in to get that 10 rank thing. But like, I always come back to this whole argument of, if you don't enjoy playing the game, why are you playing the game?
Right? Yeah, I mean, I think because if it is that they took away power from you, it's not the greatest thing. I would yes, I can appreciate that. That you know, that even if you maxed yourself out, it is literally returning yourself to the same level. But I bet that probably isn't even true, because I know numbers have been rejigged all over the shop. So it might feel that way, but it probably is. You'll probably, if you got a railjack from the old system and the new system, the new one now upgraded might actually be able to outcompete the old one. Maybe, I don't know. Someone will be able to, more knowledgeable than us, will be able to compare it. But
I will say that when I started doing the Corpus stuff, the Venus Proxima, I felt that I could, you know, my railjack was not built up at all. Like, I didn't max out anything, right? But I felt that I could.
Yeah, because haven't they I swear they've affected the time to kill on like fighters anyway.
Yeah, it's a hell of a lot easier now.
Yeah, so even with a non-fully upgraded thing, it's easier. So how can you do a direct comparison?
Yeah, God, what was the
literally? I feel that people. I feel even so, people probably won't even be able to tell if it is less power than before, because numbers have changed all over the shop. And so the fact is, it's just that they were numerically complete, and now they're not numerically complete, and that's why they're complaining. That's my niche thing of it. Until somebody can correct me on that, that is still going to be my core point on this.
Yeah,
I say we put it out to people to let us know.
Should we check out the replies?
Let us check out these replies to this topic. By the way, this topic was from Reddit. I assume there's a link for the topic.
Point out, this topic was from like it's like, you know, it was last week. It wasn't gonna be last week's. So points of view may have changed. There have been updates and things. So I feel I need to put that. Well,
but this still was what people felt straight away. So we're playing to it. Yes, I suppose that was one of the issues we had previously, didn't we? So yeah, I'm playing this on an alt account since my main is PS5, and damn, I don't even have the endo and credits to get my railjack to what it once was. It's funny, because while DE was claiming to ease the barrier of entry into railjack, they did the opposite. Now you've got to farm a gazillion... Oh no, sorry, I think this is actually a second point. Sorry, the dash is off. Might be a second point.
It might not be. Hold on. It might be that they just put weird spacing in there.
There's
what's
dashes and the dashes are out of line.
Command C, Command F.
But still, so again, this point here of saying to get my railjack back to what it once was.
Oh no! This reply is massive.
Oh, okay. So I'll keep reading then. So it's funny because while DE was claiming to ease the barrier of entry railjack, they did the opposite. Now you got to farm a gazillion credits and endo. The new mods, the railjack components, the new resources. You got a form of the railjack. You also need a formed and decent necromech to complete the Orphix Menom nodes, since the rentamechs are bad. Now, ha 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 ha. I remember doing the rentamechs for Orphix Venom, and I could at least finish the first version with just a solo rentamech. I think, did we test? You could complete the third mission with 3 rentamechs, couldn't you? You couldn't score very well, but you could complete the mission.
Yes.
Yeah. So obviously we haven't tried the new nodes of it because that was the event, not the nodes. But I would be very surprised if you can't at least complete them in a decent time with the rentamechs. But I have no idea. I haven't seen the scoring system on it or how it's been reworked. But just saying the rentamechs are bad. It's like, yeah, they're not great, but can you finish the mission with them? If so, yeah. So there's that. They did the opposite. Now you got to farm Zillion credits and endo. But you get endo easier in Railjack now. So just play Railjack and you'll be getting endo.
So I feel that this person undercuts their own point. You know, I'm playing on this alt account since my main is PlayStation 5, and damn, I don't even have the endo and credits to get my Railjack back to what it once was. I'm like, yeah, because you're playing an alt account.
But they're saying that. Yeah, exactly. If they gave, I mean, maybe it's more in the longer description of the topic, but if they could give examples, like before I could kill ships in 2 seconds, now it takes me 20 seconds to kill a basic ship on the Grenier missions. But I can't believe that, because I know the time to kill's been reduced. But you are right, they've undercut them, because if you look through it, they're saying to return it to what it once was. It's funny, well, do you claim the barrier to entry to Railjack is easier? They did the opposite. Now you got to farm the stuff. The new mods. There are new mods to get, which would, I assume, give you, seeing as all the old mods were turned into new mods, or the avionics into mods, I assume now there are new mods, which give you powers you didn't have before. So that's more power than you had before. So they've undercut themselves again.
It's really funny because while DE was claiming to ease the barrier of entry into Railjack, they did the opposite. Now you got to farm a gazillion credits and endo, the new mods, like, I'm sorry, no, they have eased the barrier of entry.
Oh yeah,
right?
massively.
Like,
I can see in my operator that the person who made this has a disclaimer, but the fact that there's a console where I'm pointing in a Lasette that goes straight to here, prep your stuff for Railjack, just there.
Yeah.
Bam. Not go all the way down the back of the ship and then go on to another ship and then mess around, and maybe you also have to take it to the dojo. No, it's there. Barrier of entry massively reduced. Massively. Sorry.
You know what? Do players actually use the relay dry docks at all?
I imagine they do, because Steve brought up how that there was issues they needed to. Now that they've put out they use a term, don't they? Mainline or whatever it is, or content or patch, whatever. 2 players that they have got lots of testing and feedback from them, and some of the issues he said were things that now that things are different because players are entering and leaving missions from different places, such as the relay. There's lots of patches and changes and things that need doing. So I do believe people are using that. Yeah.
What is that noise outside?
Don't know, but it's beeping. Because I'm in space right now, I don't know what it is or how it's making sound.
Right.
Maybe it's a bomb. Seems to have stopped. This reminds me of when DE added additional ranks to arcanes. A lot of them literally were outright nerfed, and the extra ranks just gave back their original strength. Yeah.
No. That's not how that worked.
Okay.
Right? The giving back the original strength was so that you couldn't dual stack the mod.
Wait, hang on. Yeah. So and now you could. Now you could equip 2 arcanes at the equivalent strength that you had to equip both slots with the same arcane. That's how we used to run it, didn't we?
Whoever said that?
Yeah.
Right?
No, I was like, I was going to be hesitant because I'm like, oh, you know, these days I'm an old man. I'm not up to all these things. I'm like, hang on a minute. That's wrong. Because before, if you wanted the same power you have now, you had to use up both arcane slots on 2 maximum arcanes, yeah? To get 1 power to maximum. Now, you can have that one at maximum and that one at maximum. Yeah.
I'm sorry. That's bitter, cynical, and twisted.
Yeah,
right?
yes. No, they're technically, right? They are correct. You had to extra rank just to give them back to the original strength, because fair enough. I think maybe they didn't give you enough arcanes. If you did have 2 max rank ones, it wasn't enough to get when they changed to 1 max rank one. Fair enough.
But it was super fucking easy to do it because it was during the Scarlet Spear stuff.
Yes, yeah, fair enough. And they have made, I think there are more ways to get arcanes coming in the future as well. I think with Railjack, aren't they? Are they coming?
I think there is another way of getting it. I can't.
But
was it the Orphix Venom was the way of doing it?
Oh, was it Orphix Venom? Okay. Oh yes, there was. That's it. But even if you didn't have enough to max out your 1 arcane, you would instantly be able to equip another arcane. So you're gaining the benefit of that. Even if this isn't as powerful as it was, you're able to equip a second arcane at higher strength as well.
I don't think I'm wrong on that.
Like, no, I think you're right. But they are also technically right as well. But they're whinging about it.
Yeah, I'm like
because
sorry,
what they lost, they've gained massively because of it. Yes, they've lost a little bit in the short term. I had 2 of these maxed, and now it's stronger in 1 slot, and I can equip more. But my 1 slot wasn't maxed, even though I used to have it maxed. But now your strength. This is the thing. I think the same with this topic is that yes, you were at maximum before, and now your thing isn't at maximum, but you can now have more power in more directions. So yes, you're going to put a bit of effort in to get that thing you had maxed back where it was, but you can now do more anyway in the same time. Randy, angry. Right. As someone who put a lot of time in the last year to get maxed Railjack, avionics, grid, and maximum valence of every component, I feel very screwed over today.
Hold on.
Why?
Someone who put in a ton of time in the last to get maxed Railjack avionics, grid, and max valence on every Railjack component. Right, okay. You're screwed out because you got a shit ton of Riven Slithers and a Legendary Core and an Umbral Former. Fuck, you got screwed over, man.
Once again, I'm gonna... No, here we go. For the people who... There are more knowledgeable people I feel out there than me, so I'm gonna put this out there and say, if I'm wrong, correct me. But first of all, let's break this down. Components. Your components didn't go away. You've got it maxed now. Before, it's probably still max now, yeah?
What do you mean, the components?
I'm working backwards. So they said they got max valence of every component. They fused max stuff into a component to max it out.
Yeah, I don't think that changed.
They ain't gone away. They didn't take those away from you. So those are still there. So we're going to take that off them. No, we're going to take that off them.
Like that, no, my point is, I don't think DE touched that.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm going to take that point. So I've got it over here. I'm going to take that point from them and put that in the bin. Right? Okay. So that one's gone. No. So last year to get maxed, Railjack Avionics Grid. Right? That's what they said, right? Now the grid, the grid is gone, but you got rewards based on maxing your grid. You have been given rewards from it. Yes, you're going to have to do some formers and put some formers into your harness? Plexus. Plexus?
Yeah, Plexus.
Yeah, okay. It didn't use Former before. Now it uses Former. Okay. Yeah. Got more uses for Former. It's more integrated into the common system. Okay, you have to spend some Former. Maybe you have to make a hard choice. Maybe do a bit of farming. But farming Former ain't that big a thing. We're used to farming Former. You're going to have to farm Former next month when a new weapon comes out. And when Severgoth comes out. So just think of it like that. Okay? Yeah. So that one's gone. So the grid and the avionics. Now... you still have all your avionics. And if you farmed mad amounts of avionics, those all got converted. You can then convert those now that are mods into endo. Yeah?
Yeah.
So you can get some endo. So,
Yeah.
I mean, because this person said is they were awarded 40k endo, but if you're this person and you've done a hell of a lot of farming, you've got a hell of a lot of avionics, that's duplicate mods to be turned into more endo. I know it's not a lot for each one, but if you farmed a hell of a lot, that is a lot of endo.
You know what? I should do a purge of mods. I haven't done one in probably years.
Oh, well, yeah.
I wonder how much endo I can get.
Exactly. Delete those duplicates. They're just pure endo. I want to do that meme of that's free real estate. That's free endo. Right, yeah. So they feel screwed over today. Why? Because you got to do a little bit more maxing. You got to spend some former and some time. Oh no! If it was all maxed, you'd be like, oh, this is all great, this new content you've added, DE. But well, I've got nothing else to upgrade on my railjack. That's what people would be saying. We'd have the same things.
Sorry, I've just read the first line of or the first sentence of the next. Yeah, jump to it now.
Okay. Oh, stop whining and just play the damn game. What the hell is the point of them working on Railjack update for the last year if you're going to act all entitled and demand to be done with the progression literally on day one? If you don't want to play it more, then don't. They should have done a full reset or ignored the nerfs. What they gave out already is too much as it is. Oh, I started out one class sarcastically as I thought they were going to be the other way around, but wow, that's harsher than us. Okay, fine.
Well, I don't know if it was harsher than us on the last one, but still, it's just like, sorry, you don't want to play the game. Like, this is just something I don't comprehend. If you don't enjoy doing something, why are you doing it?
Yeah.
Right? If you take a hammer and smack your hand with the hammer, are you going to do it again? No, because it hurt the first time. If you don't enjoy doing something, why are you fucking doing it?
Or if you are complaining that you didn't enjoy it, but you slog through it, and now you have to play it more when there's more content and more variety, and it might be enjoyable, but I have to play it now. I thought I finished this.
I feel there's a clinical or psychological term that can be applied to this, where, you know, it's like you're a junkie that is jonesing for your next fix because you can't function as a regular adult without it.
No, it's not that, because they would be happy if they could, because they've got more things to do now. They should be happy.
No. I'm talking about someone that has built up a dependency on the Warframe YouTuber makes reference to cocaine. No, my point is that, you know, they are doing something that they don't like doing, right?
Yeah.
But, you know, they're doing it because it's ingrained in. I don't know why, right? It's like the only thing I can think of is that they're jonesing for a fix. You know, they need it just to be a functioning adult.
No. This is like people in the Stone Age that were like, we have perfected the stone spear. It is the sharpest stone spear made as possible. It is perfectly balanced for being the ultimate stone spear. Hi, I've got bronze. It's better. But my stone spear. No,
my comparison though is my comparison is supposed to be like, if you don't enjoy playing Warframe, why are you still playing Warframe?
Well, yeah, there's that. Yeah. No, but that's what I mean. Is that they loved all the time and they spent into upgrading their stone spear. They've put so much effort into it. I love using it. Yeah, okay, I'll give you a bronze spear now. No, I have to spend time upgrading the bronze spear. I spend all the time using and upgrading the stone spear. I don't want to play with your spear, but you enjoy stabbing things with spears? Yes, I love stabbing things with spears. But it's better at stabbing things with spears now. It's more interesting. It's easier to use. It's lighter. It's more effective. No, I've got my stone spear. Why are you taking my stone spear away from me? Because it's rubbish. Come on, ignoring the amount they're gonna have to put more effort into it. The amount I hated the old Railjack UI, the mods, the avionics.
Yeah,
what was that about? Especially the first iteration of it, where there was different brands, and that some of them were the different brand could be leveled to different ones. So you were trying to work out, and then the only way to tell the different brands was because of different pixels that were around the symbol or something, or dot. No, the dots were the upgrade. It blew my mind. I couldn't understand what the hell it was about. Oh, now mods with even just simple pictures. Brilliant, love it. It's absolutely amazing.
Yeah. I have 8 years of experience with this. I know what it is.
In fact, if you brought back the family system on the mods, it would work.
The big thing for like I just don't get where this air of entitlement comes from. I don't think that there's necessarily anything at the player's fault or Warframe's fault or anything. But like, I don't. I would really love to know: do these players like still play other games like Destiny, which is a heavy looter shooter? Which no. I'm not being okay. Fine, Borderlands, right? But the point is that those games just constantly drop weapons on the floor, right? Constantly. You
Yeah.
don't upgrade those weapons. But if you've had a weapon for the longest time ever, do you still get the sentimental attachment of, oh, I've just found a better gun on the floor, I'll use that instead?
Let's say, to make this a fair comparison, let's say there was a gun in Borderlands that was fiddly to use, and you put the time investment into learning to use it well, but then all of a sudden a new weapon dropped that was really easy to use and did more damage. And you're like, but I've spent forever learning the fire rate, jubbling mechanics of this gun.
Yeah.
And now a better one. This gun takes no effort to learn, and it's 10 times better in damage. It's like, yeah, the game has to move forward.
Yeah. So I'm wondering, is there the same level of attachment? I don't think there is. I think the big reason for a lot of these complaints is just down to the fact that they've put work into this stuff. And as you say, they have to throw it away. I think that's the big crux of it.
Right. So the boiling thing of it, and I think I am probably guilty of this as well sometimes. So that's why I do try and reflect on the other point of view. Is that their problem is they felt like they had maxed that out, and that they'd finished that section of the game, and now that game is asking for more work from them. And they were like, oh, but I felt that they gained some worth to themselves in the feeling that they had maxed this out already, right? And now they haven't, and they have to put more work into it, and they feel cheated because of it. That is what it boils down to. If we're honest, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
I bet I'm guilty of that too for some things that I'll complain. I'm sure you can find a 10 o'clock episode from years ago where I whinged in a similar vein to it, where you're like, I feel cheated because you're making me do more work in this, and I felt I had that maxed, and I enjoyed that I had that maxed, and that's what it is. And there's nothing wrong with that, but I just take a second, be a bit more reflective, and gain something from it. It's better in every other way. Every other way.
I'm going to give people a challenge, right? Go back through previous episodes of 10 o'clock. If you can find an instance of Loz and me being entitled,
I'm sure they could.
We will read it out loud next week.
Well, I'm a Warframe. Yeah. You're a human.
Yeah. You're an operator. But
No. Warframe.
It was piloting a Warframe. Anyway. But yeah, if you... No, seriously, because like, if we are calling out people, I want to call out ourselves as well. So yeah, if anyone listening finds an instance of us doing,
I'm sure they can.
Yeah. Then we will happily read it out loud and name or shame ourselves.
Yep.
So right, I think we're done for this topic.
Yep.
Right. So if you want to listen to the full podcast, you can find a link to the full podcast in the description below, where you will have access to the polls for this week's episode, for the plat giveaways. You can see the community shout outs, the memes. You can see the full thing. And as Loz said in the last episode, topic episode, please
like and subscribe.
The whole thing's timestamped. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yes. So the whole thing is timestamped, so you can go through the podcast and skip this topic, skip to the other topic, skip to different sections if you want to see more to it. You don't have to listen to this, what you've just listened to again. It's all easy peasy.
Yep. So as Loz said, also please like, comment, and subscribe.
Please like, comment, and subscribe for more content from my channel.
And we'll see you next week for the topic episodes.